Doing welcome to another Path of Exile stream. That sounded very weird. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream, and if you watch this video afterwards, I hope you're gonna have a good time. We are going to try our hands on to hardcore today, and that is not just me dying over and over, but actually dying on hardcore mode. So yes, we're going to create a monk. We're gonna play it on hardcore, and we're going to have a look.
Pagan, you failed to liberate your brothers.
Now there's a few ways we can play this. The monk is quite difficult to play in the beginning of the game, but it should be getting easier then, except if you do stupid things like I do and not be careful. So the difference is you have one life. So hardcore also means, as far as I know, unless all hardcore characters share the same money, it should be everything should be just you. I don't think you can trade on hardcore. I'm not really sure. Is hardcore Oh, actually, hardcore SSF means we can't trade. So that probably would be the way to go. So let me just update the description. So that means I decided I'm actually making my other characters all normal once the migration is done. But hardcore SSF means we can't use the market. It literally is, I suppose, the ultimate challenge, and I don't think we have to worry about the market because I don't think we're ever going to get anything. But yeah, you have one life. That's the main challenge. So if you go for a boss, you die. Now, up front, this is the first time I'm playing hardcore in Path of Exile, full stop. It's also actually the first time I'm playing hardcore in any game. That's not true. I did one hardcore stream on, I forgot the game. It was either Diablo or it was Last Epoch. I'm not really sure. And we did all right. But I know the monk best, which doesn't mean I know everything about the monk. It just means it's the class I know the most about in the moment. And I'm learning still a lot more. Sorry, fix my chair. I still have to learn a lot more about the monk, especially as we get higher level. But I want to kind of practice hardcore, you know, until the proper season start when the game goes full out, and there will be changes as well. Patch notes, for example, are nerfing and buffing ailments. Not ailments. Is it ailments? Yeah, electrocution, chill, all that stuff. They will update in the next patch the gems that they do more damage but no longer get the penalty. That the buffs from the gems will now apply the buffs, but they will remove the penalties, like 40% less damage for electrocution and all that. And they're also gonna add actually into the skill tree between the ranger and the monk more nodes to be able to apply electrocution. Because if you look at Frost, for example, there's so many things that apply chill, and chill seems to be applied very easily. I think they're going to change that as well in the next patch, that chill build-up is not as high anymore. Because you could see with chill build-up, you freeze a boss so quickly. But with compared to electrocution, it takes a while. Yeah, so you have to use all sorts of curses and everything. So I think what they want is that it should take a while for all other ailments as well, you know, so, which makes sense, you know, it shouldn't be that easy, otherwise, you know, what's the point? So yeah, so long story short, prepare to see me a lot of times creating this character and die, and go from there.
Recapture the pagan. Don't let
So we're gonna skip all that. We're gonna disable training tutorials. Sort my coffee out.
By the dreamer's will, I have another chance.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to stir my coffee. Alright, now again, I try hopefully not to die on stupid shit, which is funny because I tried hardcore a few times and I did die a few times actually just on the beach. Because if you haven't noticed before, if you start characters quite frequently, sometimes you get so many fire crabs on the beach, it is actually hilarious, yeah? You literally get one shot. Because you have 5 or 6 of those crabs spawn together, and if you don't see them right on the edge of the screen, you just literally get one shot. There's nothing you can do about it. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
You're alive. I'm glad to see another living soul. Now I would appreciate it if you could.
Now we're also gonna be more flexible when it comes to weapons. Yeah, so the monk can use a lot of weapons, and there's different ways you can start this. I tried a variety where I went into firewall. In the beginning was the first gem I get, flexibility, which worked really well because firewall, you can put it in front on the boss and you can walk away, and you don't even have to keep shooting. You don't have to keep doing anything. It just does damage. Yeah. On top of that, I used a combination of firewall and sparks, which works amazingly well. I also tried the bow with lightning arrows, and that works really, really well. It doesn't do a lot of build-up damage. So one of the things that I noticed is Frost, just currently anyway, has really the highest stun build-up, or whatever you call it, yeah? And so we might, and I haven't tried Frost before really, so now I have used Frost in my when I started my actual monk, but I quickly switched away from it. But we might actually focus on something with Frost, who knows, yeah, just to try it out. We will also use any melee weapon that we can get our hands on that has higher physical damage and higher, as a secondary weapon then obviously, and higher build up, like stun build up, because we need that for the bosses, especially early on. So yeah, so I expect a lot of deaths, I would say, within the stream, especially if I don't equip my weapon. Starting well, I would say at least 3 deaths. And then see, because there's a few areas where it can be very RNG depending on what bosses you have spawning. There's a chest somewhere. So yeah, you can get, like, if you go to where the red veil is, I think, the boss, there can be so many of those blue and yellow mobs. It's actually quite ridiculous. So I'm also now having to pay probably more attention to my distance to mobs, and kind of swaying in and out and doing my action rolls, I guess, as needed, and not running maybe too far into a zone before I see what's there, in case we get the crabs. So Falling Thunder, that's a great help, of course. It's the first mandatory spell that we have. So let's see. Now the reason I want to look for mobs to kill, even if we get the crabs, is because of leveling up, obviously. Now we're also gonna have to focus a lot on evasion, because survivability will be a lot of times more important than damage, especially in the early games. Now stun obviously is important, so we need build up on that, and physical damage on the weapon. But when it comes to the armor, I probably will go for, like, I'm not gonna go for evasion in here, like, well, we're gonna go for survivability, but we need damage in the beginning. So what I was thinking is we either can go into cold damage and then see if we can get something with ailments, you know, what is near here, maybe into crit early on. Life regen is very important, so if we look at life regen, this one here is mana regeneration. So is it life or is it health? Is it life? Let me see, what's the regen here? Okay, they call it life per second. So this is way far out, obviously. So life per second. Life per second. There's something here, actually. Gain life per enemy killed. Life per enemy. Life per enemy. So life per second down there. There's life per second here. Life recovery. That's by flasks, though. There doesn't seem to be much here for regen, really. There's a little bit here. Sorry, where was it? That's life per enemy here. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how we're going to play this, but one of the things we're definitely going to do is we're going to end up going to here. This works really, really well. It gives us enough spirit that we can basically do Combat Frenzy and Resonance. So we're going to have to go into this direction anyway, because Combat Frenzy and Resonance works really, really well. And you can do that with... sorry, I keep saying Combat Frenzy here. Spectral Ward. And then Combat Frenzy is a spirit skill. And for that we need Spectral Ward, because that will give us spirit. And then for the Ascendancy... we're gonna have to go towards the spirit side as well, but I don't even know if we're gonna get there. That's just the long-time plan. I'm probably gonna die on the first boss, you know, the way it works. Maybe even before I get to the boss. Like I said, fire crabs on the beach are no joke. Let's make sure we don't go too far ahead. Ah, there we go. There's already one. It got me. Should have done my... Yeah, you see, there we go. Oh man, what am I doing?
Effective.
This is crazy already. Okay, I think we got this. Good. But I want to kill them because I need the experience. I want to get to level 2 before I get to the boss. I also should do this because I'm so used to doing this there. There we go. Nice. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna go with speed, which increases damage. So if we look at this, it doesn't do a lot in the beginning, but 12. If we apply speed, we have 15 here now on the normal staff hit. This one doesn't get impacted by speed, so it's not a staff skill. Oh, nice. That was a one-shot.
Lightning!
Yeah, if you come across these crabs before you level to level 2, it's terrible. I've died actually quite a few times, more than I like to admit, to those fire crabs on the beach. Oh no, Randy, if we die, we're gonna restart, obviously, because this is why I called the stream a practicing stream, because we want to see what kind of is the best way to start this, yeah? So a monk is actually quite difficult to take on. Bosses, and I don't want to just sit there grinding mobs until I'm level 10 and then do the first boss. That's crazy, you know. We want to take the bosses on pretty much as we see them. Now we're gonna be smart. We're gonna, you know, do a map and maybe then do the boss, you know, so we level up as much as we can. But
You there? Please aid us!
What is that?
Feel the shock! Let go!
And another big thing is, the one thing about hardcore is also, you get greedy, that's it. Like, it's very tempting sometimes when you see a boss with just a little bit of health and you kind of go, oh, let's give it the last hit, and then he one-shots you. That's it. Yeah. Shubi, how are you? Thank you so much again for the tips on the gems. That actually looks like it's gonna be amazing. So I tried it out and I put my curse into it, so now I don't have to worry about executing my curse separately, but I can use it in the trigger gem, which is absolutely fantastic. But I do lose the ability to do it on a bunch of mobs, but that's fine. I don't really need it for that. I use it more for helping me to do mob killing.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
The discipline of the forge has taught him strength.
How do people do that? I've seen people do holding it or something, do this, and then do multiple at the same time. Ah, you can hold shift. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that, because I always go click, 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 click. I saw a video earlier of somebody doing this, and I was like, how do they do that? That's interesting. Nice. So we got some mana regen here, and plus dexterity, which is great. Level 3 is 1, so theoretically we could do chaos balls already. Yeah, we'll see what a secondary weapon might be for us for the moment.
Welcome to the camp of this. I fear this land. Goodbye.
So,
I sense a kindred
our next skill. Alright, so we have Falling Thunder, and if we want to stick with, we're obviously going to take Killing Palm, regardless, yeah? Now, however, once we get the next gem, I either gonna go into ice, but I'm also tempted, because this worked well, I tried that out, to do the bow with Lightning Arrow. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but I think even having a bow on a secondary might be nice to have just a little bit of a shot, you know, like from a distance. But I think what is really going to be important on our stats is to fight bosses besides survivability is obviously evasion for survivability, but then also the build-up of stun builder modifier. So let's have a look at this. So physical damage and player, but not monster melee damage, are each 50% more likely to stun targets. For players, these bonuses are multiplicative with each other. So hits against any target have a chance to stun them, with the stun being more likely the more damage was dealt. Now, this is your blunt forced physical damage. And then, of course, you have the variations of that are chill, electrocution. What else is there? Chill, electrocution, and ignite. So, which they don't, well, freeze. Sorry, there's freeze, actually. And I don't know exactly if, I always get confused still with the stun and the freeze. If you stun a mob, does he freeze separately, or is freeze considered the stun and then the stun cooldown kicks in? That is something I'm not sure yet. So I don't know if freeze and stun are kind of additive or in place of. You're smiling so hard right now. Why? Yeah, you can slot all the curses in. Yeah, exactly. And Loris, it's brilliant. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. So yeah, let's get the stun. Now this is important in the beginning, not because we necessarily want to do any build up here for Falling Thunder, which is nice, but it's also so that we can kill the bosses early, because and again, I'm talking more about it like somebody who doesn't know the monk. Yeah, so the monk with Killing Palm does Culling Strike, and Culling Strike basically can kill a mob early. This has helped me so many times not to die in a boss fight in the last second, where I had literally a sliver of health left, the boss went to 5%, and boom, boss is dead. So it helps a ton. So on top of it, every time you kill a mob, you get a power charge, and the power charge basically puts your Falling Thunder on steroids, which is pretty cool. Now, we have no money, we have no items, we're absolutely fresh start. I love this. I wish that the SSF was exactly that for everybody, and not SSF account. If we create another hardcore SSF character, we share the money and the items, which I don't like.
Oi,
So let's have a quick look here. So I'm not buying anything. I just want to look at some of the options here. So we have physical damage. That is nice. That would be a nice upgrade in case we have to buy one. And do we have anything with stun? No. Oh, that's threshold. Yeah, it's more about build up. Is there anything about build up? Oh. Why does it find... Oh, pupil is the name. Yeah, okay. I don't actually know what it's called. Build up? Maybe. Okay.
If you find a pint out there, do...
Hello. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye.
I'm probably gonna sell everything in the beginning. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep that as a secondary potentially, just to see what it's like.
Another for my
And if we find a bow, we're gonna use that. Whatever we find, we're gonna use as a secondary. Assuming we survive that long. Don't use Killing Palm, Frostbomb, and Frost No Locust, Commercial Tempo, and Cold Fish. That was a lot of words that I don't fully understand. Let me see. Killing Palm, Frostbomb. I don't like Frostbomb because you have to place it in front of the mob, and I hate going close to a mob just to place Frostbomb, if that's the one you're talking about, because it gets me killed every single time. It's a bit like the bell. I prefer the bell. Even though the bell has a lot of problems, but I prefer the bell myself. Frost Locust, I have to look at it. I don't know these skills because I never played ice really with the monk, so yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have a look at it. And freezes and stun are separate, so they're separate. That's brilliant. Yeah, so Killing Palm, I personally just like it in the beginning. It's reliable. Or it's not reliable. Holy shit. Get wrecked straight away.
Your fate is sealed.
Okay, we're losing health straight away. I'm not really good at this now. I was much better when I was practicing it. Okay. So let me see what you're talking about. So Frozen Locust is, let me see.
Frozen locusts will explode when attacked by you or your enemies.
Oh, I actually
Placing
used that
it in front
in
of
the very
attacking
beginning.
enemies will allow you to both retreat and deal damage.
Yeah, I used to do that in the very beginning, and it helped me nothing with bosses. So what I'm looking for in the moment is, I have not much of an issue with mobs in general, but like bosses I have a big issue with. So I usually try to use that, especially with the bell. This is gonna become very handy in freezing things very quickly, and it uses very little mana. So if I use this, I will die pretty much immediately because I will force myself to go closer when I don't need to. So that's the problem. Oh no, I know they freeze. It's just I have to get close to a boss, and the Devourer I like to kill pretty much ranged when possible. I don't like to get too close to him, for example, but yeah, it's... I love-hate things like that. The bell is usually... I find the bell slightly different because I can hit the bell from range. I can place the bell and then actually run away and hit the bell from range with, like, say, Glacial Cascade, and it works, yeah? Because of what the bell does. So I can use any type of skill and it transfers that skill and does that damage, so which is really good. But yeah, let me see. Well, you know, might as well. I can try it again. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I definitely want Glacial Cascade though for the early bosses.
Glacial Cascade is a cold area attack that ends with a powerful spike of ice. Hitting a frozen target with the spike will do a large amount of damage. Glacial Cascade.
Yeah, so it doesn't do a lot of damage itself, but we need this to clear the caves where the Devourer is. So I'm gonna use that first. What bomb? I don't know what you mean by throw a bomb. Oh, frost bomb. Sorry, yeah.
Thunder!
You see, I like this. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it will help me in the Devourer. Oh yeah, might as well get the bow actually. Let me see. So if I do this. What damage do we have here? It's only 9 damage, but it works off physical damage as well. I need definitely attack speed.
Foul creature.
Okay, getting used to that.
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless path.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the witch just yet. So let's go and get more skill speed. (16, 11, 12, 11, 4, 17, 11, 13). Okay.
Face your demise.
This bow, this seems to be a very slow quarterstaff. I don't know, the attacks seem very slow. You get hit a lot. I'm so used to faster speeds. Okay. Okay, so let's head back home first and see what we can sell. What does Chaos Bolt do? Ooh, wow, 18 DPS. try that out.
Yes, I like to. It's beautiful. I accept. Goodbye.
See if we can get some armor. Let's find the exit as well to the other area if we can. Oh, I'm terrified. I'm gonna die and we have to restart before I get the hag. I'm not so sure about the choices I made on skills. I don't feel right. Let me see. Oh, what does that do? It takes so long for this to wind up. I'm so used to faster reaction times. Yeah, this one actually takes quite long to execute. Deals 70-14 damage. I need shield. I need something with a shield. Oh. One to 5 cold damage. So my quarterstaff is doing 7 to 12. This one is 6 to 10, but it also does 1 to 5 cold damage. And it's much faster as well. Attacks per second is 145, so it does more damage than my... Yeah, I'm just messing around with the different types of weapons to see which ones would be better in the beginning. Oh shit, I forgot something. I forgot to put my Falling Thunder down.
You're mine.
Well, let's take the witch on and die.
Invader! Be still! My pet's hunger!
Nice. Fire resistance, lightning resistance, thorn damage not as important. So yeah, this one worked much better because it did the cold damage as well. That was really nice. Yeah. So with the Devourer, I probably need the freeze. So maybe we're gonna get a... Did we get another gem? No. Let me just see if we can... Ooh.
Feel the shock!
We're not finding a lot of white gear, actually. Oh no, to this one, yeah, it's not too bad. But the Devourer, the poison, oh man, if I'm like, sometimes I'm paying perfect attention and I get hit very little. It's the tail that gets me sometimes. But yeah, so if we die on the Devourer, I'm gonna try the Frost Bomb and then the other one. So let's put that into here for later. Oh yeah, also make sure that we are making that currency. We're making that. That's uniques, yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think the bow is too weak, unless you use lightning bow, which can be quite nice.
Yes? I've collected these over time. What do you think? It's beautiful. I accept. Another for my collection. Thank you. Goodbye.
What have we got? Here's what I got.
So, oh, this one has increased stun built up. So this one would be very good because you get 10 to 18 damage, which is a huge improvement, and then the stun built up on it is really nice, but that's nearly 300. Stun build up 29% as well, plus 46% increased physical damage. This one is actually really good because it does 9 to 15 damage, but it also attacks 1.45 times compared to the staff, which is only 1.4 attacks, and so those 9 to 15 damage would actually end up being more damage, most likely. Anyway, let's go and try to clear the Devourer home. Again, for anybody who's only joined, we are expecting to die a lot and having to restart, and I should probably have refreshed, and you know, have to get better at the little things that I didn't have to worry about before. Like before, I can just head into trash. I don't care. I don't have to worry about a thing because, hey, if I die, I just respawn and continue. But in this case here, trash is also important to pay attention to what each of the trash mobs do to make sure I avoid the right attacks, you know?
A foul lair for a foul creature.
So I prefer the bow actually for damage, and the long distance, we're gonna go with... Oh, is that a boss straight away? Are you kidding me?
Frost!
Okay, here we go. First death. What did we have the checkpoint for? Oh. Oh, wow.
Feel the shock!
Okay, so let's go to attack damage. 10% is not a lot, but it adds a couple of points to the board. Oh, I died in hardcore. I died on the beach quite a few times when I tested it. Like, not because I wasn't paying attention, but because the number of fire crabs can be so RNG, and they hit hard. I mean, they hit really hard. Let's do one more trip to town before we die our first death.
Yes. I've collected another for my collection. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, let's die. Unless... That did not help at all. I was kind of hoping for like, oh, more physical damage. Are we dead yet? No, this will be our first death, so be prepared, yeah? I probably have to note the timeline so I can put times in, you know, because I'm sure people want to know when I died and what I died on. Now, let me get into the mindset. So, the Devourer is a pain in the balls. That's his first skill. His second skill is that the Devourer's head is actually not that difficult. It's straightforward. You know, he does a couple of shots. You can avoid them quite easily. I don't know if our potion is big enough, to be honest. So I try not to heal. We have a little bit of a shield, which is great. Actually, let me go through the rest of the dungeon before we commit to this. It's just, you know, so we can maybe get another drop for another piece of gear. That would be nice. He does a poison attack. He does 2 poison attacks. Oh, I didn't know there was another checkpoint. Is that on the other end of it, is it? Is that on the other end of the room? Oh, it is. Look at that. Oh no, or is that this room? No, it has to be the other room. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is this room. Yeah. I think this one has a lot of bugs falling down and that's it. Yeah. Oh no, not that many. Alright, let's use this power up if we can to do the first attack on the boss if it lasts that long. But anyway, he does 2 different poison attacks. One that goes in a circle, one that kind of goes around.
What a twisted nightmare! Stay still! The tail!
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Nightmares have no power against the light.
Wow. Okay. So you're saying we should combine Frost Locust with this, yeah?
Frozen locusts will explode when attacked by you or your enemies, placing it in front of attacking enemy.
So, but you were talking about something with a bomb. I don't know what you meant by frost bomb. Sorry, there's a frost bomb spell, yeah? So, yeah, let me look at this.
Frost bomb pulses with ice, reducing enemies' resistance to cold damage. After a time, the orb will explode. Frost bomb pulses with ice, reducing Frost bomb pulses with ice,
okay.
Reducing enemies' resistance to cold damage. After a time, the orb will explode. frost bomb.
So this would be specifics. Toss frost bomb, throw down locusts, then start whacking away. Yeah. Well, we can try it. I mean, I like we will die. We will do things like so. Yeah, absolutely. So let's try it out. Yeah. Now, let's do. See.
Not yet.
Oh, so I can actually do it quite far away. That is nice. And how much damage does it? 41 damage. Holy shit. So, while Falling Thunder is very good for the active mobs, so this is more for bosses or for anything that stands still a little bit, which is nice. So, and then if something is frozen, you hit it with Glacial Cascade, which does a shit ton of damage, especially in the final burst on frozen targets. And again, if it doesn't work and we die, like sure, like you know, so be it. Monk is the first one I played, and I spent so much time on it that I am doing Mercenary as well at the moment to try to get to know the class a little bit. But Monk would be the one class I played so far for the whole 100 hours I played this game, something like. So I only played Monk, and I'm still learning so much about the skills. So I think it's about 100 hours nearly. Is it? It has to be. Yeah, sorry, 91 hours. So I really like the Monk. It's different than anything I played before in ARPGs, like from that perspective. So let's.
Now this one.
Nice. We got the first support gem. Now augments a rare with a new modifier. We don't have that, so let's put that away. Put that away. Now, this one here is interesting, yeah. It has evasion rating, which is important. Now, we lose our shield. But evasion is... And it has 1.8 life regen. Which is not bad. So, let's keep these guys here. Oh, where do we have shield? Oh, energy shield 9. Yeah, we have a little bit of energy shield. So, let's get rid of these two.
Hello. I will treasure it. Stay safe if you can.
So in the moment, I'm actually preferring the mace for its attack time speed, but I think we're gonna be able to get rid of the mace now soon and go full on staff, but we'll see.
Take a look.
So 210. Oh, the stun duration, that's different. Yeah, also we got very lucky on this one here. Oh yeah, I mean I don't mind going evasion and shield on the armor, but I won't spend much here. I might do this one here because it's this to get to this one would be nice. So we're going to get this one, then we're gonna head into increased attack speed. From here, what I might do is go into life per enemy kill. Life per enemy kill, and then go to movement speed. I don't think we need more than this, and then go into freeze build up, freeze build up, freeze build up, and then end up here. If I need any of this, I have access to it, but I don't need it. And then from here, I can move right up to Spectral Ward. And this is where we're gonna get more evasion rating and where our evasion becomes very, very important. So that's why we want this set here. So, oh, evasion and it's better. Yeah, so evasion and shield is better than life per kill. Yeah, it's more sustainable with boss fights as well. So we could go and do this route here, go down here, and then go through the ice. That's my plan then. Anyway, this side here, because we need the ice if we're going with frost build-up, which we have access to very early, which is nice. Okay, so let's hope we survive long enough. Do we have some money for a better potion?
I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye.
8 charges. Yeah, this is more charges. Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
That might save your life.
It might actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is quite a lot of money, which we need in the beginning. Yeah, let's
like to hold on to bits and pieces. Stay safe if you can.
Just in case we want to sell it. Okay, so let's now at some point we also need to look at farming. So one of the things we could do before we get in there, we could see if we can get better gear farming Clearfell. Yeah. The ice boss, yeah, because she could drop another yellow, you know, things like that. I'm not gonna do the Devourer again. He always gives me a heart attack. Well, mind you, she could kill us very quickly as well. So we could try Frostbomb out with her, even though I would assume she's resistant to frost. Oh, that's a two-handed mace. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. We're not gonna keep that. Yeah, support gems, I'm not sure yet. Now, cold infusion. Let me see, what's all the gems we can get right now? Supports attacks gain 25% of damage as extra cold damage. So that could be very handy. You mean martial tempo, is that it? Is that attack speed, is it? Oh yeah, that's good, yeah. So, but where would we put that on then? On our staff? Our melee weapon probably, or yeah, probably on our melee weapon. More damage and yeah, so now I think I can pretty much hand in this. Okay. Yeah, that's nice and fast. Oh, I love that. That's actually very useful.
Your end, come.
Okay, let's go.
Sleep in there.
Not yet.
This skill, this is so dangerous, yeah? When you press it, it does that. But when you hold it down... Oh, sometimes it does that weird stutter. I don't know why it does that. Ah, very strange. Yeah, do you see? Sometimes it wants to do it, and then it doesn't do it. Yeah? It's like, it's stuttering. It's like doing the beginning of it, and that's it. It's really strange. It's like when you hold it down, it sometimes does that. Or maybe it can't get the target or something. I don't know. It's very strange. Nope. Yeah, there. It did it there. Did you see it? Yeah, there it did it again. So if you don't let go straight away, it can end up stuttering, which is very strange. So if you press too many times, if you press too fast in a row, it can get its knickers in a twist, which is terrible. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, all useless stuff, but... Nightlurk can't die. What is that? He has very little life and no shield. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, Monk is... I play the Monk as my main standard character. Yeah, I'm now at level 50 nearly, and it is a class cannon build, absolutely. But the Monk basically works off high evasion, which is gonna be... at 75% is cap, so you want to be as close to 75% at all times. And, you know, damage is obviously a different story, but armor is not important at all. And life always helps, there's no denying that. So whenever you get a chance to have a secondary attribute with life, absolutely. It would be silly not to take it.
These are just
that makes absolutely sense. Yeah, for now we're just gonna sell everything.
Bye. I've collected another for my collection. Thank you. Bye.
I know we should be disenchanting the yellow stuff, but we will do that soon enough. Right now I just want to have the money so we can buy actually a better staff. So... So yeah, the Monk is very tricky because I remember our first stream, a lot of people were saying, oh, you have no armor, you need to get armor. So I started using armor more, yeah? And but then I looked at my skill tree and I said, hang on a second, armor is not important. It's all about shield and evasion. And I died a lot even though I had armor. But once I went, now I went over the top into shield and evasion, yeah, in my skill tree. But I basically instantly had refreshes on my shield. With armor, I don't know how armor works, how quickly it can come back. But the shield, literally, it took me less than half a second nearly not to get hit at some point, and I had all my shield going up in a high speed. So it's like, unless you get cornered, it's very hard to die as a Monk with a high shield and evasion. So yeah, evasion is very, very good. So we need a little bit more money and then we can buy a better staff. So let's look for that exit here. Now the next area can absolutely be difficult, there's no denying that, because there's a lot of these wolves.
Thunder!
Now this is interesting. There's a witch in here in this map, which I'm avoiding at first because this witch is hardcore. It has a lot of quick attacks with ice. It's just crazy.
As of late.
And you want to make sure you clear half the forest nearly before you fight that witch, because if you roll into a pack of wolves in this forest, like when you're fighting the mini boss, you're screwed. That's it. You're done. And we're already here at the hut. Yeah, not going in there, not doing this boss right now, not happening.
I'm unable.
Oh yeah, I have to get used to doing the bomb. Yeah, so that's definitely something I have to try to do more. Oh, okay. Yeah, it will take me some time to get into the rotation.
Not yet.
So we actually, for this skill here, I can already see for the frost bomb, we need to lower the speed, or to raise the speed. Exposure is a type of debuff that lowers the affected enemy resistance. Okay, that's good. Pulse and explosion radius. Pulse. Can the speed of this be increased? So that it nearly explodes directly, you know? Oh, you can have fast forward. Yeah, so does fast forward work on that? I wonder, yeah. Oh, nice. We just had to do a bit of a roly-poly.
Your end, come.
Oh, nice. Let's go and find the waypoint. That's pretty OP, man. Nice waypoint.
Remnant of the old magics.
What happened? There is a battle friendly. I'll wait here. The old magics will protect me.
So there's two bosses here, and I think we definitely want to make sure we get some better gear.
Savor the feeling, but keep moving forward. Shock!
Okay, this is definitely a better staff, so we're gonna get rid of this one. So yeah, that bomb is nice. So maybe I want, yeah, I think I want to get the next skill gem before I get the bosses, because like you said, now I still probably would have taken Killing Palm, because Killing Palm and Falling Thunder is just too good in the beginning to ignore, I think, yeah, because you get Falling Thunder by default. There's nothing you can do about it. So Killing Palm just really plays well together. Then instead of getting Glacial Cascade, getting Frost Bomb first, and then instead of Glacial Cascade, the second one. So at this stage, I could already have the setup that you were talking about if I would have ignored Cascade. So that definitely would have been a better choice. Kona, how are you? How are you doing, my friend? Games, I'm doing great. Got back into the Long Dark. Nice. I'm playing on Pilgrim. In my first 4 days, I ran into 2 bears. Luckily, I saw both and evaded them. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to play the Long Dark. I played it only for myself a little bit. I think I might have a video or 2 on it, but Genie Market kicked my ass on the basics of basic difficulty. Yeah, this guy here is a tough boss. It does chaos damage, so it would be nice to have both of the skills unlocked. That would be very, very handy. I would absolutely love to see you play it on stream. That would be awesome. Yeah, I have no idea about the game. So the only thing is you would have to try not to help me as much, like, because there would be a lot of things I probably do wrong, you know, and it's fine if people say, oh, if you go to certain houses, you know, you can find this and this is how you use this item. That's fine, you know. But I remember playing Zomboid, and holy crap. It was like, oh, look at that, in 45 minutes they're restarting. Oh, man. They're restarting the servers and they will be down for 15 minutes. Oh, that is good. That is actually good. So we can make this, we can take then a small break and then I come back, because this patch, they're fixing, oh, this is going to be amazing. They're changing how support gems work for some of the things. For electrocution, which is my main build on the monk, where I don't use frost, I use only electrocution, and it's gonna be amazing.
Foul creature.
Oh, Project Zomboid is another game that I just can't play. I just die all the time. I love watching it though. I love watching the guys who literally can take on hordes of zombies.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Let's go make some money and buy a new staff. So what's gonna change for electric? Actually, I linked it on Discord, the patch notes. Yeah. So let me just see electrocutioner. So what they're doing basically is electrocute is now 25% harder to build up. Yeah. But the damage penalty has been removed from support gems. So you have support gems which say, hey, you know, this 60% of lightning damage now builds up electrocute, for example, yeah? But your skills are 40% do less damage. So what we had to do with that gem is we had to put it into some shitty thing like orb, yeah, which does no damage anyway, yeah? But that was the only way to then have orb with neuron overload or something, yeah, and that made sure that, you know, everything gets a chance of getting electrocuted, but it's a pain in the ass, yeah. So also another thing that happened is that with bosses, you had to put it on to the main skill because the orb was just not doing enough build-up. The orb build-up is great for little mobs, you know, for if you have groups of mobs, but when you fight bosses and the rares, the yellow ones, yeah, the rares, or elites, whatever they're called, elites or rares, whichever the yellow ones are, they would not build up electrocution fast enough. So you had to put it onto your staff skill or something, you know, flurry, whatever it was called, yeah? And if you do that, though, you lost 40% damage. So you either do damage and have a shitty build-up of electrocute, or you do a lot, you do shitty damage and do build-up. Yeah. So the molten core boss, we could have killed so much faster, even though the build-up would take longer, because we can use our full damage and do a lot more, you know, for a lot more benefit. So combat frenzy will probably work better as well. So they also do what is the other electrocute? They added a new lightning damage and electrocute cluster on the passive skill tree in between ranger and monk, which is absolutely fantastic, because if you look at currently at electrocute, yeah, so electrocute has a cluster which is right here. What the hell? It's all the way down here between ranger and mercenary. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, this is all amazing, but I would have to come across here. I would have to come all the way across from my monk to go down here to get to that skill. That is just insane, yeah? And seeing that monk is a huge emphasis on lightning damage, yeah, and frost, but lightning damage, I'm actually so amazed that electrocute build-up was not anywhere near here on the passive skill tree for the monk. I mean, they're saying, hey, here's a build, here's a class which does a shit ton of electric damage. We want them to be able to focus on frost or lightning. But lightning and electrocute belong together. But you know what? Let's not give them any passive skills for it. Like, how stupid is that? So I'm really happy that they did that. Yeah, because that means we're now somewhere here in the interim, in the middle here, we'll get either here a new cluster, or they're replacing a cluster, maybe, I don't know, maybe the cluster will come in here. Yeah, so that we have access early to it. So either way, I hope it's not going to be at the arse end of the spectrum, but that it's possibly sitting here. Maybe we have a lot of room here, so, and we already have shock here, you know, with some electric damage. So it would make sense to have magnitude, shock, and electrocute kind of together. That would make absolute sense. Yeah. So it should be easier for a monk that plays lightning to get there, because if I look at the ranger skills, yeah. The ranger has electrocute, lightning arrows and all that, yeah, but there is not really a lot of lightning damage here, except here for lightning resistance, but an ailment. So for the ranger, this will be an absolute amazing buff as well, because they finally get some electrocute access as well. Though the ranger did have better access to the electrocute build-up down here. So the which means the ranger now actually has twice the ability to get electrocute. Because unless they're removing this cluster and putting it over here and basically discouraging mercenary to use it, I have no idea. But we'll see how it works. So it will be absolutely fantastic, though, to see and play around with. Yeah, mercenary electric damage works well as well, but again, you don't really have a lot of passive skill tree stuff for electrocute. Yeah, you get it mainly from your skills, I guess. And, well, you have elemental damage, I guess, that you have access to, but you have this tree here, but this is your only tree. Meanwhile, the monk has a lot of shock access, you know, things like that. So being able to get extra electrocute now easier would be fantastic. So, anyway, sorry for the sidetracking. Yeah, we find out exactly where it moves shortly, so yeah, exactly.
Yes, Finn makes fun of my collection.
So
I think
let's
it's charming.
Sell
Another
that.
for my collection. Thank you. Hello. I like to hold on to bits and pieces.
Alright, so let me see. Ooh, increased range and lightning damage. Oh, wow. That is good. And it's item level 7 as well. That is a very sexy upgrade. I think we should take it.
Stick to the carrots.
Your shocks were 100%. 40% damage might be impactful, but we also have a cap, which I'm positive I reached. Yeah, but you know yourself, the electrocute build-up on bosses is really, really important. Like, no, this one is good. And we're going to... Oh, yes, increased stun build-up. Man, that can really help now. This is great.
Hello. Finn makes... I will treasure it. Goodbye.
It was super easy, barely an inconvenience. That's what that reminded me of now, Rhodey. Okay, so we can try one of the bosses, but I really would feel better having a little bit better gear. Especially getting a belt or a ring or two would be nice. We could go into the Red Veil area and start doing a little bit of the mob stake at the waypoint. And yeah, I think that probably would make sense. Oh, he's already dead. Brilliant. I'm a little bit hesitant about the witch. It's dying too fast. Oh, definitely get the waypoint here. That's important because we're gonna have to go there at some point as well. If we survive that long, you know, at least get the waypoint.
I won't be getting through here.
So where was the witch? The witch's cauldron was right here. Should we try it? Ah, screw it. There's no arena. We can actually run away from her, I think. At least I don't think there's an arena. Let's make sure we have everything cleared around her house. She does a lot of teleporting, so I don't know how good Frostbomb will be. But yeah, this could be the end of it, alright. She's quite strong, but... let's go for it.
What foulness dwells here?
Yeah, oh, that stupid skill did it again, where it gets stuck.
Die forgotten.
Oh, I told her I'm gonna die. Okay. Oh my god, my heart is racing. This was crazy. Okay. Yeah, cold infusion. That I was kind of thinking cold infusion, but I wasn't sure where to put it on. So support attacks gain 25 extra cold damage. So, but would that not be better on the frost bomb though? Oh no, we can't even do it on the frost bomb. Ooh. Yeah. But at least we now have frost build up there as well, which is good. Now, less lightning attack is fine. I know our stuff does lightning damage, but no, it's fine. Ooh. 50 over 1.4 seconds, 6 charges. This has 6 charges as well, but it's 70 over 3. Yeah, I think this one will be better. Oh yeah, we can yank it out and move it. Yeah, I know that. I was just not sure where I'm gonna put it. You know, but yeah, I'm using a lot of fire resistance might be nice. Lightning resistance. We have lightning resistance. We have Gen here. Evasion rating increase. Okay, so let's head over here. Sell everything.
It's beautiful. I accept. Another for my collection. Thank you.
Life regen. An energy shield instead of... Ah, yeah, no, this is a tough one. Yeah, I think I prefer the life.
Oh, I like this one. It's beautiful.
Let me think about this here. Okay, cold resistance, that's not bad. Just check something.
How can I help? Here's what I've got.
Shield and evasion, where we get both. This one here, but it costs 300, and it has cold to damage it. Oh man, this is good. It's strength, which is shit. But that's the right type of gloves. And for the boots, we want these ones. Do you know what? Let's get these boots and dump this on them. Evasion and maximum energy shield, nice. And then we can put that on. And 2-point life. Oh man, this is just sexy time. Okay, very lucky there.
Hello.
So that gave us some survivability and attack damage. So, very good. I'm happy with that. So now we have 48% evasion, energy shield 25, not that important, but we didn't lose any life, and we have a lot of mana, which is great. Just make sure you range your attack to hit with the ice spike, always, not the tail. What do you mean? Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think I know what you mean. You're talking about this skill, this one, that I basically hit the mobs here in that distance. Yeah, that's where it does the most damage. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see if we can find the exit to the map. It's probably actually the other boss. Let's try the other boss. If we can. He's somewhere here, up there. That boss is tough. I don't know if am I getting greedy now with the bosses? I wonder.
Your fate is sealed.
Do you know what? That's how we learn.
The forest moves.
Oh my god! Fuck! Jesus!
The trees here behave like that.
I did not expect this. That was insane. How did he flip? What? Let me watch this back. This is crazy. How did he lose that health in the beginning? So we put the bomb down and it exploded and he lost 50% health. That is insane. What? That was crazy. And he was shocked as well with the 3 charges. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So we got the bomb go off afterwards. So we got the, let me see, the bomb went, the 3 charges. Then the bomb went off. The bomb didn't do as much damage, but it did a huge build up. And yeah, it put the build up to 2/3. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh man, that was sexy time. Now I need to get the frozen locust. Now, what is the one we need to get now? We have frost bomb and frozen locust. So you're saying frost bomb and frozen locust works well together, yeah? So if we do, so yeah, so we can basically pop both of these onto a mob. Okay. Well, that's great. And then we put Glacial Cascade down here. Let's put Glacial Cascade here and Frozen Locust here. So that way I have Q and E. So I can do... yeah, okay. So... Frost Bomb does 41. Frozen Locust with its final crystal. Oh, it doesn't have a damage there. This one does 25.99 per use. Freeze build-up modifier. So either way, they build up a lot of freeze. Nice. Oh, 9 maximum energy shield. Very nice. Everything is going Millhouse.
Not yet.
So I have to get used to doing the execution of both of them. Oh, didn't know there was figurines. I haven't let you down yet. No, thanks. Listen, Metro, that really helps because I never played Frost really. I used Glacial Strike in the beginning and Frost Bomb. I didn't, not Frost Bomb. The other one I didn't really like because it took too long to go off and usually mobs don't chase you that much. But for bosses, this is great. I mean, you can use this for mobs, you know, which is brilliant.
Creature.
Oh, what is that? Another skill gem? Really? When do we get curses? Let me just see something. Hypothermia is level 22. And then... Hand of... That is at level 31. Yeah, sorry, I just I wanted to look at the other stuff that we have coming up. So for the quarter stuff, I'm gonna go then. I usually use Tempest Flurry, but at level 14 I will then use Ice Strike, which is the same, only for ice.
Ice Strike is a combo of 3.
And doing Ice Strike is then probably completely gonna replace my Quarterstaff, and we can move our gems we have in the Quarterstaff onto Ice Strike. It makes sense. And then because I think any build up here, increased stone build up, works across the board. So any skill that uses a staff should benefit from that. Yeah, 73%. So you can see here, which is great. It's actually very easy now to get cocky and die. I know that for a fact. Where's the exit? I haven't found the exit yet. Is it down there? No. Oh shit. I did not pay attention. Don't do that. Don't look at the map and run blindly through things. That was scary, man. I could have died on stupidity there. Yeah, attack speed was a good choice. Definitely. Attack speed. Yeah. We need money. Oh, it's over there. There's the exit. Welcome to my world. Too cocky and get blasted by a boss not paying. Yeah, that's my biggest problem, not paying attention, because I sometimes read chat and then walk right into a boss or something and goes like, ah, oh, shit. Excellent, Red Veil. So we still have a few minutes before they shut down the servers, so
generations of senseless conflict.
Oh, they will also make changes, I think, to Frost. So basically, it is now more difficult to chain freeze enemies by reducing the amount of freeze buildup applied after a freeze has been applied. That's freeze. And then I think they have also chill. No, nothing to chill? Oh, okay, so that's the only... Okay, that's the only impact for freezing. The chain freezing is not going to work as well. They made changes to the belts, which is amazing. We made charm modifiers on belts substantially more common. And now, the funny thing is, all the belts I got in this game always had a charm. Charm modifier, sorry. I thought they meant slot. Yeah, charm modifier, so, which makes sense, you know, I mean... It would be nice. The off symbolism modifier now appears from level 23 onwards, and the off inscription modifier now appears from level 64 onwards. Oh, nice. So they also have something called the Hunter's Note Talisman. What is that? What? The Hunter's Note? Hunter's Note. No, Hunter's Note. Hunters? Talisman. Notable. Hunter's Talisman. Where is that? Hunter's Talisman. What is a notable? Is a notable a note or... I don't know what a notable is. Ah, it must be a skill or something on a skill. Yeah, so anyway, they're saying that now increases the charm slots by +1. So whoever is playing Ranger, I guess, has access to it. There you go.
Thunder!
Oh, there's a lot of ranged guys here at the pillars. Like, it's quite tricky, actually, if you... Nice.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Armor gloves. Oh, it's a bigger passive node. Okay. Act 4. No, this is we're trying hardcore on the monk. So this is Act 1. We are in Act 4. So what I'm doing actually, I already started playing more of Act 4 because it's the same as Act 1, 2, and 3. There's no point. Well, I will stream it, but there's no point streaming every single second of it because it's literally the same bosses. Everything is the same. Yeah. The only thing different now is that we have access to the exchange, the currency exchange, which is weird. I don't know if it's people. I put in requests, but I'm not getting anything exchanged. It's weird. So I thought it was the game allows you to exchange things, but it seems that it's like supply and demand based on people. I don't know, something like that. So it confuses me a little bit how it works. But that's about it. So I will stream it, but I will also continue playing it off camera because, you know, it's like the same thing again. Okay, so this one here goes into the stash for later.
If you can.
Is there anything with quality here? Quality, quality, quality. No? Okay. We can sell all that.
Hello. Please, take your... It's beautiful. I accept.
And
stay safe.
We're gonna... Oh yeah, we're gonna use that to upgrade... what is it? Bomb, is it? Oh, we already have level 2 frost bomb, so I assume that we will... Oh, and that's Frozen Locust is already level 2 as well. Yeah, because we have to use it anyway. So yeah, when these gems, don't save them. There's no point saving them, you know, because they drop so frequently. It's actually ridiculous. Now, it's different with the support gems. The support gems, I think, are way more trickier.
Yes. Please, take your time.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's see that. Let's see how we're doing, if we can come across one of the... Nice timing. Okay, so let's definitely take this one. Now cast speed is good because this is cast speed. Casting time 076, 096, 09, so that all is faster now, which is great. Yeah, brilliant. And then from here we're gonna go into shield, shield, shield for defense. Get the movement speed. We then can go down here if we ever need to, but the best thing, and we can access this for faster shield regen if we ever need to, but this one is probably what we really want to get to. And skill speed and mana regen, that might actually be important. we have access to actually all the nodes that will immediately help us before we're gonna move up here and get to resonance for later when we get access to combat freeze, frenzy, and spectral ward. So yeah, it's a long track. Again, it's hardcore, so God knows if we're ever gonna get there, but
Sorry, I like to hold. I will treasure it.
oh. No, that's just increased damage. Is there any improvement here?
Oi, take a look.
11 to 21. There's definitely something there. And did you also have to grind for decades to get a decent staff or your on your main car? Yes and no. I did unnecessarily because I didn't know how this game works with gear progression. I thought, like Diablo, you find most of your gear, but it's actually more to do with crafting. So once I understood that, it became much easier. But luckily, as a main, other people were found stuff they don't need and can't use, and they gave it to me, so which was good. But yeah, so what you usually want to do is you want to look at, like, say, either have a white staff and upgrade it to magic and see what you get. But say if you find something like this, for example, yeah, added lightning damage, great. Yeah, in this, well, if that is what you want, yeah. So say this could be great. Yeah, because you do 9 to 18 damage and then 1 to 11. Brilliant, yeah. Then what you do is you upgrade that to yellow and it will be a good stuff, yeah. Now, you could also get lucky here with the increased physical damage, but that's only a T1, but it's still better than nothing. Now, if you're happy with all this, if this is exactly what you want, you can buy this. So always have enough money to be able to spend 10, 20,000 on the perfect blue or yellow item in the vendor. Also, the vendor always levels up every time you level up, yeah. So when you level up, the inventory changes of the vendor. So you can see item level 8, item level 9, item level 5. So they usually get higher item levels then into their inventory as well. I think it only starts updating with the item levels between leveling up. This is actually a perfect helmet here, but we can't upgrade it at the moment. So sometimes you want to buy this white. You buy the white stuff, and you then go and say, okay, great, I'm gonna upgrade it with my gem here to blue and see what I get. And if you get lucky and you get high evasion or high life, whatever you're after, you great. Upgrade it to yellow if you can. Yeah, if not, it's a great upgrade anyway. Yeah, so... But yeah, so I had to grind a lot to make up for my lack of understanding how gear progression works, because I basically never crafted anything. I was like, oh, crafting is a waste of time, because that's what it is in most games. Why are we not coming across any of those things yet? You only really have to grind for money and to disenchant. Like if you don't have a lot of orbs, yeah, like disenchant every blue and yellow until you have enough of the shards from the orbs from the blue stuff. And you want to have about 10, 12 always in your inventory to mess around with them. But otherwise sell everything except yellow. Yellow and orb, you know, that's it. Just sell everything else.
There's the obelisk.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had that there. I moved it.
The old ways still hold some power.
Okay, because I don't want to die, having the server disconnect me while we do. Oh, there's something there though. Ooh, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's do it. Very good. All right. That is excellent. So let's go back to the base. Yeah, we're getting a little bit squishy. Yeah, I can feel it, but there's a lot of ranged mobs. Like, yeah. So let's.
Sorry, Vin makes fun of my collection. But I think it's charming.
Like this mask here, for example, like is an it's item level 5, yeah, so it might not be the best, but anyway, let's put up. Okay, this one here upgrades a normal item to a magic item. We could do that on a glove, or well, the boot is already settled, which is great. So
I like to hold on to bits and pieces.
Yeah, sell this,
I accept.
This is item level 5. Let's see if we can get a better one. These ones go into the stash. This one stays here. Now let's see if we can get a better mask.
Anything take your fancy?
Item level 3. Item level 8. Okay, so let's do this. Oh. Oh, the worst possible thing to get. Oh my god, what a waste of time.
Stick to the cairns.
What an absolute waste of
Oh,
space. That was just terrible. Blue orbs drop like crazy. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I could stay streaming while they're patched, but I can't play the game. So I can't play the game obviously while they're patching because the servers will be down. So you won't be able to log in and play. So what I'm gonna do is yeah, they have 1 minute there. We're restarting the round to deploy the patch. Downtime will be approximately 50 minutes. Let's just talk. Well, I can stay online, absolutely. I don't really have an issue with that. We can go over the patch notes. A lot of the patch notes that relate to endgame don't make sense to me yet, because I'm not in endgame yet. There's a lot of shield balances, support gem balances. The main feature here is support gem balances. Also, they updated the trial of Sekimas. Sekimas? I don't know. For that. Yeah, they're patching now. Yeah, so, well, it can be up to 15 minutes. So, the thing, though, is I would have to play the local version. In the moment, I'm playing GeForce Now, which means GeForce Now will also have to patch. So, what I actually rather do, because it could take longer than 15 minutes, I'm gonna do a part 2. Oh, the Sekima trials. Yeah, I personally didn't have an issue with it, except when I came the first time to a boss. Oh my god. Like, yeah, when the first time I came to the boss in the Sekima trials, the honor system confused me because I was looking at my health the whole time. And I was like, oh, I'm doing fine. And all of a sudden I was dead. I was like, hang on, I have full health. I was like, oh shit, the honor. Yeah. So, but then the second time I died, no, the second time I didn't die because I kept looking at the honor. And I was like, every time my honor moved an inch, I was like, dodge, dodge, dodge. And with the monk is a lot easier. I think what happens is to classes like the mercenary that shoot the crossbow, where you have to actually, like, you know, you can't dodge all the time because the reload interferes with the dodge. I really wish they would get rid of the reload in the crossbow, full stop, and just let you switch ammo type, similar to how you do charge staff and apply it. You just click and apply it, and that's it. And that it doesn't ever need to reload. Yeah, I really wish the whole reloading thing wasn't a thing for the mercenary, because it interferes so much with fast-paced mapping, or whatever you want to call it. It's just crazy. It's like you're playing something on adrenaline, and all of a sudden you have to kind of slow down. I think the way the crossbow works is very counterintuitive to the speed of the intended speed of the game. But even though I'm used to it now, yeah, but I'm using basically the crossbow only as a secondary on my Merc, and I use 200 mace as the primary. I just cannot use the crossbow as a primary. It's just not worth it. So yeah, but what they could leave the reload in, but make it say it like this: if you dodge, it shouldn't interfere with the reload. Yeah, leave the reload in, have a reload of 2 seconds or whatever, but allow the reload to happen while you dodge. I think that is definitely a change they should do. I know it makes no sense that you say, hey, I'm dodging, I'm reloading. Yeah, but I mean, think about it, yeah? If you have some really stressful, hectic fights, yeah, with bosses where you have to dodge a lot, yeah, because you even if you have 20% movement speed, yeah, you will never get your stuff properly reloaded, yeah, unless you switch ammo, yeah? or make a support gem for instant reload, or something like that. Either instant reload or dodge reload, whatever you want to call it. You know, you can also now reload through dodge. Yeah, that would be great. A support gem actually would be perfect because it means you have to work towards it, so you don't get it for free. Which is actually then, are you happy with it? If you're a good player, you don't need the support gem. So yeah, that actually would be a really good choice, having it as a support gem. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop this stream though. I'm going to start another stream as soon as they're back. So sorry it was only for 2 hours. Either, actually it's already midnight here, so if this only takes 10-15 minutes, I'm going to come back for another 2-hour stream. And we're going to do part 2 basically of this. But if they take like more than like an hour, I have to go to bed. So yeah, support gem would be in the spirit of the game. Yeah, I think that would make sense, because I think mercenaries is one of the hardest classes to start with a crossbow. Imagine playing on hardcore pure crossbow. That must be insane, especially with the boss fights. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. Listen guys, thank you so much for watching. They're doing the patch now. Hopefully we will be back. Yeah, you see, we can't even log in right now, so hopefully we will be back in the next 20 minutes for part 2 of the stream. If not, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, but either way, we're gonna be back with the next stream with this, and before we go back to the main monk or the mercenary. So thank you so much. Have a good night until then, hopefully a short while, and stay safe. Bye bye.